Hey guys, it's Ashley with 3R Sales and Service. Today we're taking a look at a 5x8 single axle open trailer. This one's very close to a tornado package, but the customer, they originally called in for a tornado. They wanted something similar but more compact, but then they wanted more flow, and it ended up having so many changes to it that we're just going to call this one the Twister package. So very similar, but we've got an 8-gallon a minute cold water system instead of the 5.5 that's on the tornado. And then we have the 12-volt soft wash system, but with the proportioner and other types of options too. So starting up front here, way up front, we've got a toolbox. This is going to be an option, so it doesn't have to come with this, but it would be an option. Just kind of pops open on the front, and it's mounted to the front part of the frame of the trailer. We've got our Titan hose reels. Up top is our pressure washer reel, has 200 feet of the 3/8 hose. On the bottom is our incoming hose reel for our garden hose. It's got 100 foot of the 3/4 inch hose on there. The hose reel up top, the pressure washer reel, this has our soap injector attached to it. So this is an adjustable injector. It'll pull up to a 20% draw. And then we've got a ball valve here so that you can kind of select whether you want to pull from your bleach tank or whether you want to pull from a dip tube. So you can either drop that dip tube into any other bucket that you have. You can drop it into your water if you want to rinse your injector out. You can do quite a few different things with it. We have our 50-gallon bleach tank on the passenger side here. The driver's side has the 100-gallon water tank. Moving down, we've got our 7-gallon surfactant tank. And right next to it, we have our soft wash system. So this is basically our soft wash box assembly. We use the U-channel reel and we flip it so that it faces curbside, so it's nice and easy to access and use. And then we've got the locking coupler down here just to keep everything in place so it's nice and tidy and you're not going to lose any hoses while you're going down the road. The box does not have to be open in order to operate this system. You just turn on from this side here. Sorry, there's somebody pulling into our parking lot right now. This is the on-off switch just on the side here. To charge it, you just pop this open like so, plug it into 110 volt cord, wherever you have the access available. And then you got your charge meter right here. So this will tell you where your battery is at as far as what the charge is on it. When you put your gate down, you have access to all the internal parts if you need to service anything, or you can use the box as additional storage for smaller items if you want to. We have our metering system back here. This will meter your water, your surfactant, and your bleach. And then on the back side, we have a remote rinse system. So you can see the light here. This is for the remote rinse. That way when that light is flashing, you'll know if you are in rinse mode or not. The panel faces the opposite direction just because it bolts right to the back of the proportioner here. So easier to service and get access to whenever it's elevated a little bit. We'll go ahead and move around to the driver's side of the trailer. So we use the gate of the trailer a lot of times to help secure the surface cleaner because it's a little easier to pull the surface cleaner off of the back versus using the ladder rack, and then you have more space on your ladder rack for the ladder itself. The customer chose to go with a 20-inch surface cleaner. With an 8-gallon a minute system, you can use a 20, a 24, or a 30, or anywhere in between. So they wanted to go with 20 because they have a lot more narrow access ways where they're cleaning. So we have this elevated just a little bit here with a piece of wood so that the hose doesn't run into the fuel tank, and then it just attaches right to the back of the gate. There's an 11-gallon fuel tank that that supplies the 8-gallon pressure washer. There is a fuel gauge on top of the aluminum tank so you know exactly where it's at, and we keep it on the driver's side just so it's easier to access whenever you need to fill it up. For the water tank, you can see we got a couple hoses installed on here. This is your incoming line, so the water gets filtered before it actually goes into your tank, and then it actually goes through filters again before it goes to your pressure washer, and filtered before it goes to your soft wash system. So lots of filters to keep everything out of those pumps. This yellow line here is your cool bypass line for the pressure washer. So when you're using the pressure washer, if you're not familiar with how the cool bypass works, whenever you spray out of your wand, all of the water is going out of the pressure washer wand. Whenever you let off the trigger, it recirculates at the pump. So we extend the bypass line over to the tank so that you can keep that pump nice and cool with fresh water going through it. It won't get too hot too quickly, and you have plenty of time to move hoses around, or if you had to talk to a customer real quick or something without worrying about damaging your pump. The pressure washer has the Honda GX 690 motor. It's got the big TSF series 8-gallon pump. It is belt driven. We have the external unloader. Like I said, filter and everything on there as well. Drain hoses for the pump and for the motor. We have a rain cap on the muffler, so you don't have to worry about any water getting into your exhaust system. And then of course we have it facing out this way so it doesn't blow directly onto either your toolbox or onto your ladder rack. And then the ladder rack, that's the other thing that we have installed over on the driver's side here. It's adjustable, so it can go up or down by a little bit, depending on if you have a shorter area that you need to pull your trailer into. And other than that, I think I hit just about all of the options on here. Oh, I'm sorry, yes. So typically our trailers don't come with the wheel on the front where the jack is. We can add that on there. That was one of the options that the customer added. Normally it just comes with a flat plate. So it just comes off real easy if you wanted to switch back and forth between those two. But yeah, so if you have any particular questions on this, we'll have everything on our website, what the base package is, what the options are that are included with this. And you can give us a call if you have any other questions. Thank you.